Hey guys, what's Gump here? And today I'm gonna take a little break off of just what I wanted to speak on my mind. This has been just like the most like venting out of all things, I don't typically make rant videos like I used to try to do like a long time ago, like a decade ago when Call of Duty Ghosts came out. I just ripped that game to shreds. But this is a different topic. This is about the Halo community, quote unquote community, if you so call speak it. It's something I've been just being around the bush whenever I talk about something or whatever, and I don't really bother with it unless it's just absolutely something like worth arguing. And I really don't have like time for these like haters to come on the platform, say like Twitter or YouTube or anything, and bitch and complain about Halo Infinite and 343. Like, sure, to give it credit, the company has been uh recently been changing its leadership up in the few years, like hence why chronologically we say that Bonnie Ross was fired, Frank O'Connor was let go, and Kiki Wolf was let go as well. And since from on then, a new leadership management has come on board and really helped the game, like the future of Halo Infinite. I believe it's Pierre Hines, who's also the same guy who's responsible for redeeming Halo MCC, and great on him. I love that guy. He got to give him a lot of credit with his due. Other than that, I think the topic I just want to really discuss about and just not like in a seething way is just like the community. Like, I am so sick and tired of these Halo quote unquote fans going on the internet to spend 5 to 30 minutes typing up a response on Twitter, on YouTube, on whatever Twitch, to constantly complain and shout into the echo that is the game development about, oh, for the freaking skill-based matchmaking or the monetization of the shop or cross core or is 343 listening to us or whatever. Yeah, 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 yeah. The point is, to be honest, they do have a fair point, but it's really getting tiresome. So let's compare the Halo community to the Destiny community, for example. The Destiny community over the few years since it's launched in 2017 has been sort of mixed. I mean, you expect that kind of response in today's AAA gaming days, and honestly, it's sort of just like exhausting to be a part of a fandom or a community that constantly every day, every year, just like complains or shouts at the developers for something that they're expecting too much. And that's point number one. Halo fans are expecting way too much out of a game. We are in the year 2023. Do they not realize that gaming industry right now is so tough? It's so hard. It's so infuriating with the practices that has been developing for over the past decade. People are expecting so much out of the free time and will for 343 or any of these companies to meet their list of demands. Bring us playable elites, bring us like social playlists, remove the skill based matchmaking, lower the freaking shop prizes. I'm like, it's just so infuriating. Like, for example, okay, so a couple of weeks ago, they released the Halo CE market, the Halo CE5 armor kit in the market, right? And it costs approximately around $22. Okay. I can understand why people are upset with it. I can understand their frustration and that they're quote unquote not listening to us. But here's the deal, if you look at it from another angle, and instead of this closed mindedness that is the Halo fans, or as I call them, chimpanzees, you realize that there is more than meets the eye. Have they never heard of the Microsoft reward systems points? Like, do they not have jobs in this current day age? Like, I know the job industry right now is so tough, but But for an alternative, and this is what I cracked out a year ago, is if you take advantage of the Microsoft Rewards points system. So if you don't know, it's a system where if you maintain a grind, sort of, so say like play a PC game from the Game Pass or play a little bit of Microsoft Jewel or whatever, yada yada, you earn points. The more points you earn, the longer streak you go for, and the more points you get from maintaining that streak. You can also do this on your phone. You can do it on your laptop. You can do it on the app on the Xbox dashboard. The point is, if you grind enough points, you can actually redeem a specific amount into real life money. So, say for example, $10 on the market is equivalent to something like 9,300. Okay, so let's multiply that by two, and that'll approximately be around 18,600. Okay, so, say you're like me, for example, who is regularly active on the system rewards points and you're grinding every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. So, let's say you're saving up for a lot of money and you go and convert it. Well, that's one way of getting what you really need without having to spend a single point or a single cent, sorry, because I know everybody doesn't have that kind of money laying around. And the $20, I won't justify that that's a price, but I can at least expect it. I can at least interpret it from an artist's point of view that when you create something cosmetic, because cosmetics are a wild thing these days, they sell hotcakes like in Fortnite and Call of Duty and freaking Overwatch. If you look at it from their perspective, that amount of work they put into is probably somewhere around higher than you least expected. And don't get me wrong, this also has to do with inflation, but the economy right now, things are up in the price. Things are no longer what they were before. So what used to be $10 is now 15 and so on. So if you spend all those points and you convert them into money, you can easily get the armor kit without having to spend a dime. And do these fans ever recognize it? No, they just complain about it and they just say, "Oh, but it's on the source system. It's on the shop for $22." I'm like, okay, let's take a step back and try to reassess the situation. You are complaining about a $20 cosmetic skin. Do you okay? I'm gonna calmly put it and say, do they not notice there are other predatory things out there in the gaming industry other than this small little thing? For instance, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 came out. That's $70 worth of a game, but it's not a game. It's a DLC for Modern Warfare 2. And Activision has the freaking cojones to slap a $70 bill on it and say, oh, well, give us money for this game. No, 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 no. That's not worth buying. That's more or less like a suicide risk, It's more of a financial like mishap. Are you willing to spend $70 on a game that you rather buy as an expansion rather than something cosmetic for a game that you're so passionate about? I can understand that they release the skin for the hardcore fans such as myself who's been sticking around the franchise for over 20 years. You don't think I'm just gonna sit by and like let it gather dust? No, I'm gonna take opportunity to it because I'm a big fan. I love Halo. I love it with my life. I've been playing it since I was little. I would actually legit buy it. But for those who are arguing that it's not worth the price, okay, that's understandable. But you don't have to constantly like keep shoving it in my face on Twitter or on freaking social media. Like, dear Lord, there is like so much more energy and time worth complaining about other than some armor kit. And that's the same thing with skill-based matchmaking. Do people not understand that gaming development time is really crucial to the company? Like they're expecting like skill-based matchmaking to be fixed on a silver hand platter by like tomorrow. And guess what? I wish it were like that. I wish it were like that. But again, it's 2023. The standards and practices in video game industry have changed, and we are no longer the primary concern. We are rather a secondary concern because what do video games and video game companies focus on? money making. It's all about that business standards. But for for the community, quote unquote, I'm emphasizing this community because I don't think not all Halo fans are bad. In fact, there are some good people I've met out there who respect what I say and find like what other chances of point of views towards like concerning matters from a player's perspective. They really don't, not everyone is bad. Like I don't find it, but it's just the people on Twitter and like YouTube comments and like Twitch who are just like the most bad eggs out of everyone. And that's what really infuriates me as a person. Like I try to not let my anger or stress level like affect me about that. But I just feel like I have to come forward with this video and give my thoughts because I understand as a young person that we don't have much time on this planet. We don't have time to do anything. And if you're going to dedicate like months of your life towards a video game, then it should be reasonably fair to be concerned about these practices. And again, I would like to encourage and spread that you can use the Microsoft Rewards systems program to like alternative like to save cost because I know video games are a lot of money. They take a lot of our time. Nobody has the amount of time or dedication to it. I understand that. But if you go around bickering the same thing over and over again, then nobody's ever going to take you seriously because they're just going to see you as another annoyance in the like a rock in the road, like it's just another bump, and it's just gonna be like annoying, and that's just my whole thing with this game. And it's just like the community. And I will justify to say that I have never spent a single dime on Destiny other than the base game itself when it came out. Other than that, I've never touched the Eververse shop. I've never bought the expansions. I've never done anything. In fact, as I think the most recent I'd say that I want to justify say was I used those points as I mentioned to convert to at least $10 when the 30th anniversary was on sale because I was really interested in what Bungie implemented back in like 2021 when I didn't have that sort of money or laying around or whatever when I didn't figure out the whole system rewards points. And I thought that was sort of worth it because I mean it does give you a exotic quest line. You get to have the Gallahorn again. You get to have the cool ornaments, and honestly, it's just whatever you want to do with your money. So my takeaway from this video for y'all to listen to is you can do whatever you want with your money, but the point is you should think rationally and like not go out like saying the same thing on loop or like cause annoyance for those, because I understand that in this tumultuous time in the video game industry that we have a lot of things in our daily lives. We can't spend all the time or money on them. But I just wanted to get this video out of the way and say like how frustrating and like it it just like concerns me as like a person. I'm glad I'm not part of the Halo community, because I feel like if I was, I would have lost my mind like ages ago. So that's what I just want to say. And I really hope that some of y'all out there who say what you said in the past to like take my words and try to like cohesively like rethink about like from another angle like when it comes to like cosmetics or the monetization. Again, Halo Infinite is a free to play game. You should expect that there's going to be some monetization because how else are they going to make their money back? Enough said. So other than that, yeah, I just wanted to take this video and just like share my thoughts, and I really hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not mad entirely. I'm not like seething, and I know it may be ironic for me to spend at least like 5 to 12 minutes talking about this stuff, but I honestly just wanted to share my idea of like what's going on, and then, yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, see you guys.